In the quiet village of Aitoro, nestled between palm groves and red clay roads, lived a woman named Maria Aluko. She was the envy of many, wealthy, stylish, and blessed with a husband, Chief Duru Aluko, who had inherited a vast cocoa estate from his father. Maria wore gold bangles that chimed like bells when she moved, and her wrappers were always the finest lace from Lagos. But for all her elegance, she believed that housework was beneath her. "If God has blessed me, why should I suffer?" she would say with a scoff whenever someone mentioned cooking or sweeping. She had an army of housemaids, all coming and going like seasonal rains. One day it was because the girl was too slow. Another day, because she talked back. "You dare to question me? In my own house?" Maria would yell. Her husband, calm and dignified, never raised his voice. "Let her be," he would say. "She's just high-spirited." But over time, even he began to grow weary. That was when he decided to bring in help from Ibadan, a girl from a respected agency. That girl's name was Anak. Anak was unlike the others. She was soft-spoken, wore simple ankara, and always had a shy smile. Her hands were swift, her food delicious, and her presence almost invisible. Chief Aluko was pleased. Maria, for the first time, had no complaint. "This one, she tries," she admitted, though never with affection. But things changed. 3 months after Anak's arrival, strange things began to happen. Maria, who had always been healthy, started feeling dizzy. Then came the dreams, haunting, restless dreams of a shadowy woman whispering her name from the garden. At first, she blamed malaria. But as weeks passed, her eyes began to lose their brightness. Her once glowing skin turned pale and dry. Her bones ached. And then, one terrifying morning, she woke up and screamed. Her hair, long and full, had fallen out overnight. The village healer, Baba Yisa, was called. He inspected her, muttered incantations under his breath, and said only one thing: "This is not ordinary sickness." Chief Aluko, frightened and confused, brought in doctors from the city. Tests were run, but the results were normal. "There's nothing medically wrong," they said. Meanwhile, Anak remained loyal, cooking, cleaning, and smiling faintly. Yet her smile began to seem different. Too knowing. Too calm. One evening, Maria's childhood friend, Adebimpe, came to visit. A prayerful woman and a local evangelist, she stepped into the house and froze. "There's a dark force in this compound," she whispered. "Have you prayed recently?" Maria chuckled bitterly. "I have servants for that too, or have you forgotten I'm not your local market woman?" But that night, Adebimpe stayed back and insisted on prayers. As they began to pray, Anak refused to join. "I'm tired, Ma," she said, retreating to her room. At 2 a.m., a loud scream echoed through the house. Chief Aluko and Adebimpe rushed out to find Anak standing in the backyard, hands raised to the moon, chanting in a strange tongue. Her face wasn't her own, it was twisted in anger, her eyes glowing red. "You dare interrupt me," she hissed, turning towards them. "This woman mocked me. She called me worthless and laughed at my suffering. But I have taken her beauty, her pride, her essence." Then she crumpled to the ground, wailing. As dawn broke, she began to confess. Her real name was Tolani, a girl from a poor village who once worked as a cleaner in a high-end boutique in Abuja. One day, Maria had visited and shamed her publicly over a spilled drink. "You dirty village rat," in the quiet village of Aitoro, nestled between palm groves and red clay roads, lived a woman named Maria Aluko. She was the envy of many, wealthy, stylish, and blessed with a husband, Chief Duru Aluko, who had inherited a vast cocoa estate from his father. Maria wore gold bangles that chimed like bells when she moved, and her wrappers were always the finest lace from Lagos. But for all her elegance, she believed that housework was beneath her. If God has blessed me, why should I suffer? She would say with a scoff whenever someone mentioned cooking or sweeping. She had an army of housemaids, all coming and going like seasonal rains. One day it was because the girl was too slow. Another day, because she talked back. You dare to question me? In my own house, Maria would yell. Her husband, calm and dignified, never raised his voice. Let her be, he would say. She's just high-spirited. But over time, even he began to grow weary. That was when he decided to bring in help from Ibadan, a girl from a respected agency. That girl's name was Anak. Anak was unlike the others. She was soft-spoken, was simple Ankara, and always had a shy smile. Her hands were swift, her food delicious, and her presence almost invisible. Chief Aluko was pleased. Maria, for the first time, had no complaints. This one, she tries, she admitted, though never with affection. But things changed. 3 months after Anak's arrival, strange things began to happen. Maria, who had always been healthy, started feeling dizzy. Then came the dreams, haunting, restless dreams of a shadowy woman whispering her name from the garden. At first, she blamed malaria. But as weeks passed, her eyes began to lose their brightness.